Cookie say, stick with it, kids. You have talent.
Committed.
But you know what?
Commitment.
You're all still in it.
Yes. How many years?
We want to thank you all for tuning in for the past 2 episodes and for every episode of Legends, the Untold Story. But I'm going to leave it with these 2 ladies. Go ahead, take it away.
What are we going to do, Cookie?
Well, I'm just going to say to the public, continue to support live theater. The Dundas Center for the Performing Arts is open. Give us a call if you want to support us. We would be happy to take that support from you. We're open, and we still need support. We still need financial support or any assistance that you could give. Please reach out to us. We're there, and we're thankful for the members of the public, wider community, for the support that you have given the Dundas. We would not be where we are today if it wasn't for your support.
And because
Thank
of
you.
that, we are able to say, we wash us, we press us, we clean us 24/7.
24/7.
We'll see you next time on Legends, the Untold Story.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This Davis administration is... This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Speech from the throne outlining stronger immigration legislative. A bank fraud scheme leaving a retiree with less than $50 in her account. And police issuing an ABB on the lookout for a 66-year-old woman in Grand Bahama.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Rule, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Topping news tonight, the Davis administration is moving to tighten the new immigration measures, the announcement made during the speech from the throne, including mandatory sentencing for public service officers found facilitating passports or immigration fraud. Here's that report.
My government believes strong borders and lawful immigration systems are essential to national stability and sovereignty.
In a move aimed at strengthening broader security, protecting national sovereignty, and improving the country's immigration system, government officials announced a series of immigration reforms during the speech from the throne. The government revealing plans to introduce mandatory sentencing for public officers found facilitating immigration, passport, or fraud-related offenses, along with the creation of a fraud intelligence unit.
Dedicated to investigating and prosecuting immigration fraud. My government intends to introduce mandatory sentencing provisions for public officers found facilitating immigration or passport fraud.
The government also outlining plans for a national biometric immigration system featuring overstay alert. Additional measures include daily overstay fines for persons remaining in the country illegally, along with stronger enforcement of re-entry bans. Officials also revealing plans to establish a Bahamian e-Verify portal to confirm work eligibility before employment is granted. Meanwhile, the proposed Employer Immigration Compliance Act would impose stricter penalties for the abuse of the work permit system and other unlawful employment practices.
Government will establish a Bahamian e-Verify portal to confirm work eligibility before employment. My government also intends to introduce daily overstay fines for unlawful overstay.
The promotion of Grand Bahama through enhanced investments, economic development, and the reorganization of arrangements with the Grand Bahama Port Authority were three major objectives highlighted in the speech from the throne. ZNS News reached out to port officials for comment on what they may look like moving forward. While they did not grant an on-camera interview, co-chairman Rupert Hayward issued a statement to ZNS News saying, quote, "We are always hopeful that the government recognizes the importance of collaboration between central and local government. It is a critical element for successful investment in Grand Bahama and for the island to fulfill its true potential." End quote. The comments come as relations between the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority have faced periods of tension in recent years, particularly following arbitration proceedings between the two sides. Those proceedings centered around governance and regulatory authority in the Freeport area. Residents in Grand Bahama are also reacting to the speech from the throne, as the Davis administration outlines plans to reposition the island as a regional hub for trade, logistics, tourism, and industrial investment. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
In Grand Bahama, big promises of transformation are once again on the table following the speech from the throne at the opening of Parliament, with Grand Bahama positioned as a regional gateway for trade, tourism, and investment. The plan outlines major redevelopment projects across shipping, logistics, and tourism aimed at reshaping the island's economy. Grand Bahama residents are expressing whether they believe this renewed push will bring real economic change to the island.
I thought it was a great speech, listening to her, and especially what she talked about for Grand Bahama. If all of that really comes into fruition, Grand Bahama will really be booming.
If they get that bazaar and Port Lacaya, because, everybody's complaining that Port Lacaya is a dead place right now. Some life come up there, and it would turn Grand Bahama around.
I think if the present government is able to accomplish all that they set out to accomplish, we definitely would be further as a nation.
The speech from the throne placing Grand Bahama's redevelopment agenda front and center, pointing to major projects such as the Afro-Caribbean Marketplace and Logistics Center, the MSC Cruise Port, and the Xanadu Beach project. It is a vision many residents say they welcome.
Once all of this comes together, we'll be like we used to be back in the days. A lot of things happening here in Grand Bahama, and persons moving around back and forward, so it'll really make a big difference.
And while residents welcome the ambitious plans, they are also making it clear that they want a balanced progress, urging the government not to lose sight of critical infrastructure such as the airport and hotel sector as the island moves forward.
I think the two most important things when it comes to the economy of Grand Bahama is the completion of the new hotel, and also the new airport, which I think is very important and continue to create job opportunities and business opportunities on the island of Grand Bahama.
We want to be just like Nassau. Okay, we could be. We just need the facilities and everything in place. Especially the main thing is our airport. And you need a hotel to have the people when they come.
These residents emphasize that for any of these plans to succeed, collaboration between the government and the people is essential. They say real progress will only be achieved if both sides work together to turn these development promises into lasting results.
I think even politicians need to keep that in mind, but I think most importantly, we want to be honest and truthful, but let's not just intentionally be divisive when it's unnecessary, but also encourage our people to continue to live up to our motto, right? Onward, upward, onward. And then I said I'd final part of it, together.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Switching gears now, a Grand Bahama retiree is speaking out after falling victim to an alleged bank fraud scheme that left thousands of dollars missing from a joint account she shares with her mother. The woman claims a man posing as a bank employee convinced her to open a link sent through WhatsApp, and days later she discovered the money was gone. Now, months later, after the incident, she says she is still waiting to be fully reimbursed. The details.
McKinney, I'm sorry, you did a transfer. I say I never did a transfer, ma'am. I do not use my card for that. I say, y'all thieves in here, y'all better find my money.
That was stalkist Ann McKinney Woods, a retiree who says she became the victim of an elaborate bank fraud scheme. Woods explaining that during the daytime hours of a Friday in October, she received a phone call from a man claiming to be an employee of a local bank in Grand Bahama. According to Woods, the caller claimed he was working to enhance the bank's fraud protection system. She says she was then instructed to open a link sent to her through WhatsApp, which he claimed would help secure her account.
He asked if I used my card. I said, no, sir, I don't use my card. It's only I just have it just to see when money is being deposited. He said, well, someone has been using your card. I said, sir, how do I know you're not a scammer? He said, no, I'm Mr. Smith, and I'm going to send you my number, which he did. He sent it to me. He said, now I'm going to send you a link, and I want you to click on it. But I did not click on it.
Woods says she later contacted a friend who worked at the bank who was unaware of the situation but assumed the bank may have been upgrading its security system. The imposter also instructed her not to use her online banking account for 8 hours. However, it was not until the following Monday when she attempted to withdraw money from an ATM that she realized funds had been stolen from her account. The retiree says the experience caused her tremendous stress, particularly because the money was from a joint account shared with her mother, who was also a retiree.
How they get into your account? They change your username, and then you put their password in, and they took my monies off. They left $47.80 on my account.
Wood says she repeatedly contacted the bank in the months following the incident to find out when she would be reimbursed. However, she was informed that the matter remained under investigation. 7 months later, she decided to contact police directly, where she claims officers informed her that more than 100 fraud cases connected to that particular bank were currently under investigation. While Wood says she has since received a portion of the stolen funds, she notes that the full amount has not yet been returned.
I have the name of the person who the money was transferred to. He said, yeah, but we still have to find the person and bring them to court. And, it's a lot more I could say, but it's still under investigation. My lawyer is involved.
In other news from police on Grand Bahama are busy searching for 66-year-old Barbara Lewis of 114 Spinney Road. She was last seen on Monday, May 18th, 2026, and was reported missing on Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. Lewis stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, light brown complexion, and medium build. Anyone spotting her, please contact Police Emergency at 911, 919, or the Criminal Investigation Department at 350-3106, 350-3189. Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. 8477. Family Islanders can dial 242-300-8477. Police in Abaco are actively investigating a grievous harm complaint involving a 41-year-old man who sustained serious injuries and required medical attention. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 2 a.m. on Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026, police received a call from a man who reported discovering an injured male in the Haitian village of Esiburul Highway in an area commonly known as the Gully. Officers along with emergency medical personnel responded to the scene and transported the victim to the hospital for treatment. According to the victim, he became involved in a verbal altercation with a man known to him, which quickly escalated during the confrontation. The suspect allegedly struck him on the left arm with a cutlass. The suspect is described as a slim-built Haitian man with a low haircut, dark complexion, facial hair, and numerous scars. Crime scene investigators recovered a cutlass and other items believed to hold evidential value. The victim's injuries were last listed as serious but not life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing.
And still to come.
When we come back, a Ministry of Education program granting students with scholarship funding. That story, sports, and more when we come back.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Beat the heat with powerful 12K BTU mini split AC units now on sale for a limited time at Majestic Trucking and Retails. Experience ice cool comfort, low energy consumption, and quiet performance, all while relaxing in comfort that's friendly to the pocket. Majestic Trucking and Retails, 2A1 Civic Industrial Bonded Area, Freeport. Need glazing replacement parts fast? Clearview Glass has you covered for window, doors, showers, and hurricane shutters. Your one-stop source for all window and door hardware. And if they don't have it, they can special order it. Call Clearview Glass today at 352-7694. CompuSec Printing is making room for summer with a massive store-wide sale. Get 30% off in stock items only now through July 31st. Save on shirts, hats, souvenirs, flags, indoor flagpoles, and more. Visit CompuSec Printing, West Atlantic Drive, Freeport. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. KMW Battery and Tires has great deals on quality motor oils, starting as low as $5.50. Keep your engine running right for less. Call 351-2595 or visit today for service you can trust.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
I am ready.
I am ready. I am ready.
Ready or not, it's here. That's right, the biggest gospel show with me, Uncle T Baby Boy, on 8:10 a.m. That's right, interviews, greatest songs, praise and worship. It's going to be exciting. We're going to take the Bahamas to the world and bring the world to the Bahamas.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Through the Ministry of Education's Public School Scholars Program, students are receiving scholarship funding and expanded educational opportunities aimed at preparing the next generation of leaders and professionals. As part of the process, a vetting exercise was held today at St. George's High School, where students underwent interviews as they await their final results. Expected in August, Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
A critical vetting process now underway at St. George's High School, where education officials are sitting with students one-on-one to ensure they are making informed decisions about their academic future. The exercise forms part of the Public School Scholarship Program, which government says it's not just about education, but to guide students towards the right opportunity for long-term success.
this program is actually, geared toward helping the students and the parents, okay, to in order for those students who are graduating to recognize their dream, of course, of a college education.
The government is offering scholarships to both academic and technical students, with education officials traveling from New Providence to meet directly with parents and applicants about the process. District Education Officer Kendris Heal says the program is designed to ease the burden and make higher education more accessible.
And in this society right now, and in this environment where persons are actually having little financial struggles, I'm sure they are very grateful for the government of Bahamas and through the Ministry of Education to offer such opportunities for our students.
During the vetting period, 63 students in Grand Bahama will be interviewed as part of the Public Service Scholars Program. PSSP Guidance Counselor Lynette Rose is overseeing the process, ensuring each student's application aligns with their academic goals and priority choices.
So if you know you have a student within the technical option of your school, that student more than likely is going into the technical side of engineering.
Applicant and student Sarah Roker says more students should take advantage of the opportunity, noting that the program can open doors to higher education and future success.
Just applying, you might get an opportunity that you wouldn't get elsewhere. You're scoping the scenery. You're seeing what you can be able to do and what you can achieve and accomplish.
The Public School Scholars Program has already met with students from 8 Mile Rock High School and is expected to continue the vetting process at Jack Hayward High School. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
A day of food, music, and culture is coming to the community as Bishop Michael Eldon School prepares to host its Food and Music Festival under the theme One Community, A World of Flavors on Saturday, May 30th, 2026. Office Manager Tiffany Sweeting and Religious Study teacher Andrea Najman sharing their excitement for the upcoming event.
We would like to take this opportunity to announce our Food and Music Festival, One Community, A World of Flavors, scheduled for May 30th of 2026.
Grand Bahama, I promise you that it is going to be spectacular. Mouth-watering treats. This is one of the rare occasions where you will have foods from all over the world.
Additionally, Bishop Michael Eldon introduced a new scholarship initiative called the West End Scholarship Award, aimed at supporting young students within the community. The first recipient of the scholarship is Tanasia Cooper of West End Primary School, who will be entering grade 7 this August. Congratulations, we're excited. We extend to the young scholarship on her achievement.
We will have student performances, we will have teacher performances, we will have a performance by Elkin 360. If you have young kids and they're not interested in the performances, we have the gaming truck that will also be here. We'll also have a live cooking demonstration by Harold Pinder.
We thank you for our scholarship recipient from the West. We want to say to the Grand Bahama community once again, thank you for your support in advance.
The Old Freetown Heritage Festival is celebrating its 10-year anniversary, continuing a tradition organizers say has grown through strong community support and commitment to preserving Bahamian heritage. The family-friendly event kicks off at 12 noon on Whit Monday, May 25th, with a full day of activities, food, games, and live entertainment.
We bring to life some of the things that our forefathers would have experienced, and just to remind the generation where we would have come from.
We have lots of games and activities lined up for you. We have the wash tub competition, which is also heritage. We will be teaching you how to wash, rinse, and hang the clothes on the line. We also have the watermelon eating and the onion peeling competition.
With a $3 entry fee and free admission for children under 10 and under, the festival is designed to offer fun for all ages while keeping old traditions alive. Tourism officials also hope the event will give hotel guests and other visitors a chance to experience the island's culture and community spirit.
Our major event is the cooking on the fire half, we call it back in the days. And for our live entertainment, we have the Island-wide band along with our headliner, D-Mac.
The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism will be providing round-trip transportation for our visitors from the various hotels in the Freeport City area. Also, we'll have a people-to-people booth on site where visitors can experience the variety of bush teas. It's important for us to support this event, which showcases culture, heritage, and a sense of community for Freetown, bringing along together both visitors and residents to enjoy a great day on Whit Monday.
And that's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Yeah, we've got a ton of baseball highlights from Legacy Baseball, plus a major baseball tournament coming this weekend.
That's great. Well, stay tuned. That's coming your way next.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Beat the heat with powerful 12K BTU mini split AC units now on sale for a limited time at Majestic Trucking and Retails. Experience ice cool comfort, low energy consumption, and quiet performance, all while relaxing in comfort that's friendly to the pocket. Majestic Trucking and Retails, 2A1 Civic Industrial Bonded Area, Freeport.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Let's keep it clean. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. Leading things off tonight, the showdown in the Islands Baseball Tournament will be jam-packed with 10U, 12U, and 14U action starting May 22nd to the 24th. Here's Tournament Director Donovan Cox with all the details.
We have about 14 teams that will be participating in the tournament. We also have a team coming out of Exuma, which is their first time playing a new league. They're trying to start up down there, and it'll be the boys' first time playing in tournament play. We also have a showcase for the older kids. You know, we have a few high school coaches coming down to look at some talented baseball players here in the Bahamas.
The tournament was birthed with one goal in mind for every player.
Exposure is what really matters in the sport of baseball. The Bahamas is only so big. And in the game of baseball, exposure is important, you know. We try our best to travel as much as possible to the U.S. and other countries to get that exposure to play. But you know, I'm trying to switch the narrative and try to bring the exposure here to Grand Bahama so we don't have to travel as much.
5:30 things get underway at the American Baseball Field with the Tigers taking on United Little League in 12U action. Staying on the diamond, GB Little League and Legacy Baseball getting in some exhibition reps. In coach pitch action, the Red Sox got the win 18-10, and it was a good litmus test as they push toward the Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals next month.
They performed excellent, man, and I don't expect nothing less from them. They came out a bit shaky, but they settled down and they played GB ball.
However, it came down to a third and final game between the GBPA Mets and Veritas Tigers for the Legacy Baseball 10U crown. The Mets proved to have the bigger bats at the end of the day, getting the 8-5 win and bragging rights as the 2026 10U champions. And closing things out, we got Nico Grant and Anita Doherty primary softball scores. For the primary school boys, Grace Christian outlasted Hugh Campbell in a very close contest. They escaped with the 3-2 W, and the Sunland Stingers also holding on for a narrow victory over the BMES Warriors. The final score, 3-2. And that's your Sports Fix this evening. I'm Shane Stubbs, and always remember, you're more than a conqueror.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
My name is Richard Hines, and I'm president of Polaris Surveying Services Limited. And we're land surveys in Freeport, Grand Bahama. We provide a wide range of surveying from your boundary surveys to engineering surveys, topographic surveys. We even do drone work. We figured that we would get into the business here in Freeport so we can provide fast, accurate, and surveys at a reasonable price. For all your survey needs, you can contact us at 22A Lowood Road. Our phone number, 688-5266. Cell phone is 457-5147.
Get a jump on your health and fitness goals with the Fitness Connections Transformation Challenge. We've already helped hundreds of people get closer to their health and fitness goals and achieve awesome results like you see here. You can scan the QR code to find out more. But let me tell you what all comes with the challenge. One, you get 20% off coupons to the Fitness Connection every 2 weeks. You get coaching calls with us on Zoom. You get accountability, us checking in on you. And you also get the chance to win $1,000 and other prizes if you are the winner. So what do you have to lose? $50, you can have a chance to win $1,000 and get the body of your dreams. So scan the code now, sign up. We're here to help you.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Roll.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the national report on alleged Bahamian drug kingpin linked to an expanding transnational drug trafficking case between the Bahamas and the United States was a no-show in court today. Tonight, the questions, the allegations, and the growing international spotlight on the case. Plus, workers' rights front and center of the Davis administration's second-term agenda. Hear how the government plans to expand protections, strengthen benefits, advance labor reform, and why officials say it's critical to their legislative priorities. And a call to action on women's empowerment. A leading activist urging the country to move beyond conversation and invest more deeply in the advancement of women across the Bahamas. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report starts now. Glad you can join us. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. A developing story raising new questions and attracting growing attention both here and overseas. A scheduled court appearance did not happen today, adding fresh uncertainty to an already high-profile matter. Leah Cooper has the details.
ZNS News has learned that Jonathan Gardner, the latest name linked to an expanding transnational drug trafficking case connecting the Bahamas and the United States, did not appear in court today as expected. And tonight, questions are swirling about why. Sources tell ZNS News the reason for his absence remains unclear. Gardner was among the 11 people on board a plane that crashed into waters off Florida on Election Day. U.S. authorities allege he played a key role in moving tons of cocaine through the Bahamas with the protection of Bahamian government officials and high-ranking law enforcement figures. Those claims are outlined in an affidavit filed by a DEA special agent. Investigators say Gardner, also known by the alias Player, was carrying a crossbody bag packed with 3 cell phones, a small amount of cash, and $30,000 sealed inside an envelope bearing the handwritten name of a politician. That name, however, was redacted from the affidavit, and authorities have not confirmed who the politician is. The dramatic crash has now thrust allegations of drug trafficking and political access both here in the Bahamas and abroad. The Miami Herald is reporting that the case could trigger even more arrests, including that of an unnamed Bahamian politician. U.S. Ambassador to the Bahamas Herschel Walker addressed reporters Thursday and was asked whether he believes enough is being done locally to fight possible corruption linked to narcotics trafficking. Here's what he had to say.
This is a combined effort, so I think we're working together, and I think that's what makes it such a good thing. The Bahamas and the U.S. are working together to try to combat transnational crime. We're going to continue to do that.
As of news time, there's still no word on when Gardner will appear before the court, but this is a fast-moving story, and ZNS News will continue to track developments as new information comes in. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
We turn our attention now to the Davis administration's labor agenda, which speaks to preservation of the rights of Bahamian workers with an emphasis on legislative reform and an updated approach to employee rights and privileges. That announcement coming on Wednesday as Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt read the 24-page speech from the throne.
My government intends to introduce the Employment Bill 2026, representing the most significant modernization of labor protections in a generation. The legislation will strengthen workplace standards, expand maternity protections, provide leave for mental health and wellness.
Now, the proposed legislation will also introduce new safeguards for working parents.
To reform and modernize the national insurance system through stronger anti-fraud measures, improved digital systems, enhanced oversight, and expanded inclusion of informal workers. My government will establish a public sector pension plan, creating the framework for contributory pension coverage for public servants.
High expectations as the Davis administration gets down to work building on the foundation laid in its first term. Speaking to his legislative agenda, former House Speaker Dr. Kendall Major envisions a session where the bills pass, touch, and inspire the people.
I always dream and pray that Parliament will function as a true representation of the people's aspirations. Parliament is supposed to, it is an imperfect system, the first past the post system where each constituency, assuming they're drawn out appropriately, that represents the entire country. So when a member is elected and they stand in that house, they speak for a group of people. They ought to be, that ought to be considered. And if that is considered, the right the appropriate bills would be passed. Secondly, that the opposition is not only heard, but considered, not ignored. One of the first challenges in the House is if the opposition feels they are ignored, sparks fly. And it becomes a challenge to rein things in.
History repeating itself in both houses of Parliament. For his second consecutive term, the Honorable Lachelle Adderley was re-elected to serve as President of the Senate, and Patricia DeVille, Speaker of the House of Assembly. The women will serve simultaneously with Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt as Head of State. The increased participation of women also a plus, 36% female representation in the Senate, 20% in the House of Assembly, and 24% in Cabinet. President Adderley calls it a meaningful step towards gender parity and inclusion.
This reflects our growing recognition that women belong at every table where decisions are being made. It demonstrates progress towards breaking the barriers that the suffragists, Dame Dr. Doris Johnson, Mary Ingram, Mabel Walker, Eugenia Lockhart, and Georgiana Simonet wanted removed. These growing percentages must be a reminder that our collective work is not yet complete. Representation must lead to economic empowerment, equal access, more leadership roles, equality in national policies, and the protection of women from discrimination and violence. May we progress towards a future where equality is not an aspiration, but a lived reality.
Now, while lauding the historic achievement of women in politics, Bahamas Constitution Party servant leader Ali McIntosh notes in a statement that it is not enough for women to simply be present in leadership, but their presence must bring purpose. The nation, she says, needs leadership that is not driven only by power and politics, but by conscience, empathy, integrity, and service to the people. Other news for you tonight. First, Ombudsman and second-term Area Director Fazanta International, Dr. Marissa Mason-Smith, calling for a deeper push to empower women across the country. She says the role women already play in homes, communities, and public life shows empowerment cannot stop at words.
We have an obligation to make a difference in this nation. When we look at the statistics that more than 70% of our women lead households, that says that we have a lot of work to do for empowerment, be it economic, be it academic, and of course spiritual.
Marissa Mason-Smith says that work must reach beyond politics, professional or personal background, with women supporting each other as part of a larger national effort.
Regardless of political persuasions, we are one people, and as my role, I am here to support, encourage other women for us to hold hands together and unify ourselves to make sure that when one woman wins, we all win.
Well, coming up, concern now beginning to surface not only on land, but beneath Bahamian waters as a national conversation surrounding food security grows louder. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more after this.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and everybody watching from NASDAQ. Tonight, we welcome a star. So please join me in welcoming the barbecue rap star, star of the show!
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
JMC Gaming and JS Events present the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th, featuring from the Bahamas, Gino D, D-Man, and KB, and from the TCI, Gemma, Barbara Johnson, Jack Nasty, Mikey and Kool-Aid. Backed by the Provision Band. Music by TCI's Most Wanted, DJ Shay. Hosted by Super P. And get ready for a Toast of Jamaica, featuring the international artist, Tyrus Riley.
Oh, it's my day.
Backed by Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band. It's the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th. Ticket location, Mills Variety, Elite Sports Bar, Basic Essential, and Express Gas Station. For info, contact 649-231-0018 or 649-231-3862. Come go with me. Go with me. Go with me. Go with me.
At Marco's, we make it better. Better ingredients, better flavors, better quality. A signature sauce that families have always counted on. We are not only serving your family, but our families too. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas with center squares or cheesy bread for just $29.95. When you want pizza you can trust, choose Marco's. Your family deserves the best. Marco's Pizza, crafted with heart and proudly shared with love.
Amazing shot there of the Mall Marathon and the Asa H. Pritchard Wholesale Company just across Robinson Road, the R. M. Billy Senior High School. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Shane Gibson. Predicting a below to near average Atlantic hurricane season for 2026, driven by developing El Nino conditions that suppress storm formation. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us live via Zoom to speak more about it. Good evening, Basil. Let's get straight to it this evening. NOAA's outlook calls for 8 to 14 named storms, including 3 to 6 hurricanes, of which 1 to 3 expected to be major hurricane, which is Category 3 or higher. Some good news, you think?
Desmond, yes, NOAA has issued those predictions for the 2026 tropical cyclone season, and as you already stated, they are predicting some 8 to 14 named storms, 3 to 6 which will become hurricanes, and 1 to 3 major hurricanes. Also, I would throw in there that Colorado State University also issued their 2026 prediction on the 9th of April, and they're predicting they're slightly below average of 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes, and that compared to an overall average of 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. Now, the rationale behind these average to slightly below average is due to the fact that they anticipate that a strong El Nino will develop later on into the season, and strong El Nino usually occurs when we have these warm waters here in the eastern Pacific, which leads to a well-established subtropical jet, and that generates what we call some strong upper-level wind shears, which are certainly not favorable for tropical cyclone development, because these wind shears, they tend to prevent those deep convective clouds from developing, which are very necessary for the development of a tropical cyclone. In addition to that, more stable conditions due to sinking air over the Atlantic is one of the teleconnections that we have noticed over the years between the El Nino events. So, Desmond, yes, the numbers are looking low, but the thing is, all it takes is one landfall hurricane to make it a bad season. So we are advising our residents once again to take the necessary precaution and get an early start to hurricane preparation. In addition to preparing for the arrival of these possible storms, one should also know your risks, whether it's flooding, whether it's storm surge or wind. You need to do what is ever necessary right now to mitigate against those risks.
Well, Basil, you're absolutely right. Preparation, keeping our eyes out and monitoring the weather conditions. Thank you very much. Well, as the national conversation surrounding food security grows, concerns are surfacing not only on land, but beneath Bahamian waters. Here's Amaya Moss.
The Perry Institute, one of the oldest leading research organizations here in the Bahamas, sharing the results of a finding that could very well impact the livelihood of local fishermen. In a May 14th report, the Institute revealed that several marine species, including the Nassau grouper, snapper, parrotfish, conch, and spiny lobster, are experiencing a major decline in numbers. Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, though, is not so quick to accept that conclusion.
What we first have to establish based on our findings is, in fact, whether there is overfishing and in what sectors. As you know, it related to both the spiny lobster, conch, and also fish, Nassau grouper in particular. And so we want to get all the data so we could have science-based driven facts to put to the nation.
Minister Campbell's comments came on the sidelines of Thursday's official launch of the Centerville Community Farm, a partnership between the Agriculture Development Organization and the Royal Caribbean Group Foundation. This is the 5th such initiative aimed at planting community farms throughout constituencies across the Bahamas.
For too long, many communities across our nation have depended heavily on imported food. But initiatives like this help us to move forward toward a more resilient and food-secure Bahamas. We pledged $10,000 in a grant, cash. And in addition to that, we also pledged a further $5,000 in vouchers for our fish and farm store for the acquisition of agriculture equipment.
As outlined in the speech from the throne on Wednesday, the Davis administration proposes to establish a national import substitution framework with clear production targets for key agricultural products and stronger sourcing requirements for government food programs. There is also the promise to introduce tourism agriculture incentives to encourage hotels and tourism operators to increase local sourcing from local farmers and producers. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Other news for you this evening, students treated for scabies at the Harbor Island All-Age School have been treated and are now isolated at home while the affected classroom has been sanitized. Some very good news there. We get that update from Acting Director of Public Health, Dr. Philip Swan, who shared these health measures to safeguard against the spread of the contagious infection.
If one of them are reached, I think they weren't able to reach the other parent at the time when we received a report, and given advice as to how to manage the child, given the next cream, as well as advice to wash the bedding, clothing, and towels, and to avoid direct skin-to-skin contact. And also suggested that that households use hand washing, and we provided treatment to everyone in the house just to make sure.
Now, initially, education officials reported that there were 6 suspected cases of scabies, but Dr. Swan says surveillance testing proved otherwise.
There has been no additional reports of persons or children with signs or symptoms of being infected with scabies. And we know at this time that there were no other concerns at this time. We do note the reports that the school had 6 suspected cases. However, the clinical team only had evidence to clinically diagnose 2 of those individuals.
This portion of the news is brought to you by folk called Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Hello? Hi, this is Roger from Fidelity Bank. We've detected a possible breach on your account, so we've placed a temporary hold on pending transactions. Huh? Please check your email and give me your one-time password to confirm.
Ain't nothing happening.
Whoa!
Remember, Fidelity will never ask for your account details. If in doubt, contact us first. Fidelity Bank, protecting what matters most.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Near, far,
I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price.
It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Hi. Hello? Hey, girl. I have Wendy's. I'm trying to go to Essence Fest. Wendy's and Coca-Cola want to take you and your bestie to New Orleans. July 3rd through 5th is Essence Fest, and you could be traveling VIP style.
Roxy?
Tenders? All you gotta do is upgrade any premium lunch combo 1 through 12 or a salad to a large, like a spicy number 6, add cheese and bacon, or a Dave's Classic, or my personal favorite, Tendies. This will now serve as your final boarding call for Flight 735, service into Essence Fest. Boarding now. Nola! We coming back?
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Royce and Melita joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. What's happening, guys?
Good evening, Desmond. How are you tonight, man? I hope you're well.
No, I'm good.
Excellent.
How are you?
No complaints on our side. It's always a fun side here. We were just talking about the fact that today is International Tea Day, and I want to ask you, do you have a favorite tea?
Green tea and all of its assortments. All the assortments of green tea, yes.
The energy aspect, the medicinal benefits, what?
Medicinal, the energy, everything.
Okay.
That's what keeps him so young and refreshed. Keeps the voice, going and
That makes sense.
My favorite is like lavender chamomile. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, also
like
good English breakfast, never go wrong. What about you?
Never fail.
And
English
the lemon
breakfast
is
and maybe
pretty good
like
too.
Vanilla chai.
Yeah.
I like a vanilla chai. Something strong, but in the black tea realm. Give me a little bit of boost at the same time.
Like you get a world tour with the tea. You go all around the world, all these different countries.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And speaking of going around the world, we have a story coming up all about how maybe we can try to help more study abroad opportunities for Bahamians. So that's coming up. Stay tuned if you're looking to study on other shores.
Oh, sounds good. Stay with us. Bahamas Tonight continues after this.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
A household name carries a lot of approval. And when you're shopping for household, you need a household name. For 50 years, Bahamas Welding and Fire has been a household name in outdoor grills and kitchen appliances. Need to beautify that yard space for your grill? BWF has it covered. For the industrial worker, you can find a complete line of tools and safety equipment. For the welder of any level or budget, you can find the right machinery to power everything. There's no shortage on power with a wide array of generators, and safety is everyone's responsibility. Find everything needed to protect everyone on the worksite. Over 40,000 square feet of shopping space in a convenient location. Bahamas Welding and Fire. We're more than just our name. Located number 13 Wilton Street.
Well, that does it for the National Report. Stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Good to go. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat and it's